Linz, good morning to you. This is a question for our Canadian viewers. Have you ever wondered why a candidate in the U.S. election who gets the most votes doesn't necessarily become the president? It's just one of the ways that American elections are very different from ours. So we thought the White House is a backdrop to remind Canadians the difference between the popular vote and the Electoral College votes and how each of those numbers matter come election night. The popular vote refers to the percentage of eligible voters that choose a particular candidate. So if you win 52% of the vote, that means 52% of Americans who are eligible voters picked you. You'll remember in 2016, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but it was Donald Trump who won the presidency.
I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans, and this is so important to me.
Before that, in the 2000 Gore-Bush election, Democratic candidate Al Gore, the incumbent vice president, won the popular vote, but it was Texas Governor George W. Bush who was elected president after receiving, just barely, the highest number of Electoral College votes.
George W. Bush of the state of Texas has received for President of the United States 271 votes. Al Gore of the state of Tennessee has received 266 votes.
Here's how it works. The Electoral College is made up of 538 electors across the country that go on to vote for the president and vice president, casting a total of 538 votes. So when Americans vote for the president, they're actually voting for their state's electors. Each state has a set number of Electoral College votes, all of which go to the candidate who wins the majority of the state's electors. And to win the election, a candidate must receive a majority of the Electoral College votes, at least 270. That's the magic number. The states with the highest populations have the most Electoral College votes. They are California, Texas, Florida, New York, Illinois, and Pennsylvania. Washington, D.C. has a special privilege of 3 extra votes. So whoever wins the states with the most Electoral College votes wins the White House. And in case you're wondering why they do it this way, well, it all goes back to the Founding Fathers and the Congress of 1789. When the founders were writing the elections rules, they were worried citizens wouldn't have the knowledge to wisely choose a president outright. And instead, it should be the states with the highest populations who have the most say in who should become president. So the number to remember on election night is 270. That's the number of Electoral College votes needed to win the White House. Okay, so Teddy, you and I have joked before that I love journalism because there was no math. So I can't graph an ellipse, but I can definitely do elections math. And the number, of course, to remember for tonight is 270. You're looking at those 7 battleground states. Pennsylvania has the most Electoral College votes there at 19. But as Eric Ham was telling us, Iowa may or may not be in play as well. So there could be, other than the group of 7, to use a Canadian reference, there could be that 8th extra one to watch as well.
Absolutely, yeah, 270 to win. It was a fascinating look at the Electoral College. Thanks so much, Anne-Marie.
If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.